Thank you, Abby, so much.
You are so welcome. It's been a great pleasure for the Battery Park City Authority. That's a New York State agency that manages this area of 92 acres. And the part that some of us love most are the public parks, the playgrounds, and the public spaces such as this. This is called Six River Terrace. And yes, we had to move inside again because whenever we collaborate with New York, and I don't know, the sky starts crying. So here we are. But thank you for coming. And today we have a lovely program to celebrate April is Poetry Month. Woo! And poetry means so many things to so many people, but when I was young, it had a resurgence in the form of spoken word. And thank goodness, because now it's, again, meaningful to so many people of so many ages. Today we have open mic, and some of our poets are quite young, and that is very cool. As Caridad mentioned, New Yorican Poets Cafe is a beloved organization for the culture of New York and Puerto Rican communities together in our city. It's been on the Lower East Side for several decades, and it's undergoing a really cool transformation and rebirth, or how you say?
New York construction. Yeah, a $24 million renovation is happening to the entire building. It's historic. This is a new era that we're ushering into. It won't be ready until next year, but luckily with collaborations like this, we've been given spaces and homes to do what it is that we do.
We're really glad you're all here. Before we get started, I just want to thank the beautiful poets and musicians who are blessing us again with their presence. It means so much to us.
Thank you. And before we get into the band and into our feature, I also want to extend a congratulations to you, Abby. Abby is retiring from her position after opening these doors and has continued the collaboration. So Abby, without you, none of this would have been possible. So thank you so much. Show some love for Abby and in her future endeavors and all that she's created here.
Thank you, friends. Thank you. It is a little bittersweet for me because this is the best part of the work. But while you're in the neighborhood, I just wanted to mention that this is a really great neighborhood for poetry especially. You might not know that, you might, but if you don't, just on the end of this block, this very block, you don't have to cross the street, is Poets House. And Poets House is an organization always free to enter. It's an archive of poetry from all over the world. And it's one of the biggest archives in the world. So it's called Poets House, as I said, and it's open till 6 o'clock tonight. If when you're done, you want to just walk in. Really friendly people work there. You can go upstairs. There's big couches. You can read any periodical or books on the shelves. They'll help you. And Wednesday night at 7 p.m., they do a lot of public programs. There's a really very special poet. We used to say poetess, Cecilia de Cuenya. And that's 7 p.m. And it's, if you wish to sign up for it, you just go onto Poets House on the internet and sign up. They also record it, so if you're busy, you can watch it at any time. The Poets House electronically, you can see so many poets reading and working with the public from other times. It's a beautiful place. So they put out some of their bookmarks if you want to take them with you. And they have this really cute postcard that you can also pick up if you visit them. Poet? Poet.
Yes. Thank you, Abby. Another round of applause for Abby. And the Poets House actually has an amazing New Yorican poets archive, and that's all accessible, all for you. But enough of that archive. We're going to get into poetry right now, into the live contemporary poetry. I would love to introduce you to, as if he needs an introduction. He doesn't need an introduction. Our host and feature is a New Yorican staple, born and raised in the Boogie Down Bronx. He used to host at the New Yorican Poets Cafe. He's living in Chicago now, but we had to bring him back to his hometown. Ladies and gentlemen, he's been on Broadway, off Broadway, on TV, off TV, everywhere. He is amazing. On the Warriors album coming up with Lin-Manuel Miranda, Mark Anthony, you know, and, Big Pun's son, all of that. And he encompasses all of those things in his artistry, and I'm so proud to introduce you to Flaco Navaja.
Caridad de la Luz, everybody. Give a round of applause, please. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be a part of not only this amazing legacy, the history that we just was talking about, but also to be a part of this beautiful tapestry that defines us, that puts us all on display. And this tapestry is why we're here today. So thank you, Caridad. Thank you. We go back 30 years. 30 years, and we're still doing it. And it's something, I had a realization yesterday while I was talking about history and things like that. And yesterday I was like, I've been here for a week doing gigs and things like that. And there was a theme that kept kind of coming up, and it was like, I feel like this is a full circle moment. It's like full circle. And I had a realization yesterday that it's time to retire that phrase. Because I'm not going around in circles. You know, I'm progressing. So it's a spiral. It's a spiral staircase. You know, this is an up spiral moment, y'all. And everything, even though it seems familiar, I'm different. I've progressed. So this is about progression. This is about acknowledging history and taking that forward. Moving us forward. So thank you, because you have a huge undertaking as the director of the New Eurekan Poets Cafe, and I'm sure you're under intense scrutiny, all types of shit. You know what I mean? And I don't take that lightly, and I told you that last year when I was here, I reconnected with Caridad after not speaking for a long time. You know what I mean? And the first thing I thought of was like, man, when I found out that you was taking over the New Eurekan Poets Cafe, I was like, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? And how fitting it be you. All right? For real. My name is Flaco Navaja. We are Johnny Mambo and friends, y'all. The Webster Avenue, South Bronx, dictionary's definition of the word sonero is as follows. Noun, a badass salsa singer that takes life's twists and turns, ups and downs, boils them down, extracts the essence and injects that into a sentence. All this while staying on key and playing with the beat. Also thinking on their feet, sometimes improvised, or as we say in hip-hop speak, off the top of the dome, son. My definition of a sonero is a bit more inclusive. You see, KRS-One is a sonero to me. Cheo Feliciano was an ill MC. Janis Joplin, Charlie Chaplin, just to name a few, all soneros that have influenced me. A wise man once said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I say my life is more like an epic salsa song, written by Tite Cure Alonso and Ruben Blades, preferably sung by Héctor Lavoe, but if he's busy, I'll settle for Ismael Miranda. Arranged by Jose Febles and played by La Sonora Ponceña. With each section of the song, adding a phrase to my soneo, the beat to my bamboleo, the swing in my zapateo, the soul in my sandungueo. I put the stank on it when I sing, so some people might say, el canta bien feo. When I'm on stage, se forma tremendo jangueo.
El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta. El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta. El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta. El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta.
A mí me llaman Flaco Navaja y 200 libras nunca voy a pesar. Yo lo que peso son 100 libras nada más, con piedra en los bolsillos y la ropa moja.
El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta.
Ven, que tú vas a ver.
El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta.
Cuidado que te corta.
El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta. El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta.
Siempre me dicen, flaco tú no pesas nada. Come esta chuleta y esta papa maja. Porque tú tienes hueso nada más. Tú tienes hueso nada más. Y si vives conmigo yo te pongo a engordar.
El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta.
Mamá.
El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta.
Cuidado que te corta.
El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta. El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta.
El no ser flaco yo siempre he tratado. Y no hay comida que yo no he probado. Yo como y como, pero nunca he engordado. Pues si me ven de frente, parece que estoy de lado.
El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta.
Ven, 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 ven,
El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta.
Cuidado que te corta.
El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta. El flaco llegó, cuidado que te corta.
I be the son of hardcore South Bronx Puerto Rican nationalists. An aguinaldo, bomba y plena salsa, rumba, singing actor, activist. Llevo el swing del sur del Bronx wherever I go. From the Seine in Paris to old San Juan's Callejones. See, I was raised on a steady diet of Rafi Levy La Selecta, KRS-One, The Doors, Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin y música de protesta. I am the tree that grew from the seed planted by Rubén and Willie so many years ago. Siembra! I am Juana Peña and Pedro Navaja's illegitimate child. I am salsa. I am hip hop. I am Puerto Rico. I am the South Bronx. I am New York City. I am Humboldt Park, Chicago. And my name is Flaco Navaja.
Yo soy Nueva York, soy del sur del Bronx. Sudo hip hop y salsa cuando me pongo a soñar. Yo soy Nueva York, soy del sur del Bronx. Sudo hip hop y salsa cuando me pongo a soñar.
¡Ey! Yo soy Nueva York, soy el sur del Bronx y sudo hip hop y salsa cuando me pongo a soñar.
Yo soy Nueva York, soy del sur del Bronx. Sudo hip hop y salsa cuando me pongo a soñar.
Hey, hey. I rip shows and defeat foes, intimidated by my ill rhymes and my deep flows. I make them run back home, back to the lab, man, cause they don't got the gift of gab that they thought they
Soy de
had.
Nueva York, soy del sur del Bronx. Sudo hip hop y salsa cuando me pongo a soñar.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the kite is high.
Yo soy Nueva York, soy del sur del Bronx. Sudo hip hop y salsa cuando me pongo a soñar.
When I display my range, some fun and strange. This is how I maintain when I deal with pain. You will never be the same when you come and play with Johnny Mambo every
Yo
day.
soy Nueva York, soy del sur del Bronx. Sudo hip hop y salsa cuando me pongo a soñar. Soy de Nueva York, soy del sur del Bronx. Sudo hip hop y salsa cuando me pongo a soñar.
Thank you very much. I think we warmed up. I'd much rather you dance than clap, but I'll take whatever I can get. Once again, my name is Flaco Navaja, and we are Johnny Mambo and friends. This next song made me want to become a singer. And it's called The Singer.
Yo soy el cantante que hoy han venido a escuchar.
lo mejor del repertorio. A usted le voy a brindar y canto a la vida de risas y penas, de ratos amargos y de cosas buenas. Vinieron a divertirse, pagaron en la puerta. No hay tiempo para tristeza, vamos cantante comienza. Me paran siempre en la calle, mucha gente que comentan: oye flaco, tú estás hecho siempre con hembras y en fiestas. Si nadie pregunta si sufro, si lloro, si tengo una pena que hiere muy hondo, yo soy el cantante y mi negro es encantar. Y a lo que me sigue, mi canción voy a brindar. Yo soy el cantante, muy popular donde quiera, pero cuando el show se acaba, soy otro humano cualquiera. Sigo mi vida de risas y penas, de momentos malos y de cosas buenas. Soy el cantante porque lo mío es cantar, y a lo que me sigue mi canción voy a brindar.
Hoy te dedico mis mejores pregones. Hoy te dedico mis mejores pregones. Hoy te dedico mis mejores pregones. Hoy te dedico mis mejores pregones.
Son mejor que los de ayer, compárenme criticones.
Hoy te dedico mis mejores pregones.
Yo le dedico esta canción a Héctor la voz que me dio mi inspiración.
Hoy te dedico mis mejores pregones.
Y por eso estoy cantando esta salsa de corazón.
Hoy te dedico mis mejores pregones.
Yo soy el cantante, vamos a celebrar, no quiero tristeza, no mi buen cantar, cantar.
Hoy te dedico mis mejores pregones.
Cantando alivio mis penas y alegro el corazón, y por eso te dedico esta canción.
Hoy te dedico
pa' que
mis
goce,
mejores pregones.
pa' que baile, pa' que vacile, mueve la cintura, ya tú sabes, ya tú sabes, ya tú sabes cómo es mujer.
Hoy te dedico mis mejores pregones.
Hoy te dedico mis mejores pregones. On the keys, the one and only Adán Pérez. When you hear someone's name, that's your cue to clap and make noise and things like that. Adán Pérez on the keys. Go! tropical breezes soothe the soul as Héctor Lavoe te canta de un amor que es imposible. The lyrics take you there, feeling like you're him, knowing his pain, understanding his pleasure. His crowd-moving voice grabs attention quicker than his ruffled tuxedo and big bow tie, el rey de la puntualidad. As tragic as his life may have been, is salsa. He is rumba. He is bomba y plena. Música jíbara. He is music. The kind of music that exists beyond existence. The kind of music that makes you want to dance, moving your feet from left to right, up and down in perfectly synchronized movement. Far more complex than anything learned in dance school, yet simple enough for anyone to do. The stories told through the sounds of Willie Colon's trombone create illusions in your mind, making you return to La Isla. Walking hand in hand with Celia Cruz, talking politics with Ismael Rivera, cracking jokes with Cheito Feliciano. That's what salsa does to you, and that is why Héctor Lavoe is and always will be el cantante de los cantantes.
¿Cómo llegaste a mí? Aléjate, bandolera.
Pau, pau, pau. Te voy a dar una pela
¿Cómo
musical.
llegaste a mí? Aléjate, bandolera.
Si te tiro por la ventana, te sube por la escalera.
¿Cómo llegaste a mí? Aléjate, bandolera.
¿Cómo te gusta el chicle?
Ey, ey.
¿Cómo te gusta el chicle?
¡Chupa! ¿Y cómo llegaste a mí? Aléjate, bandolera.
Aléjate, bandolera.
Aléjate, bandolera.
Pero camina, camina, caminazo.
Aléjate, bandolera.
Te voy a pegar, te voy a pegar, te voy a
Aléjate,
pegar, te voy a pegar, te voy a
bandolera.
pegar. Te voy a dar una pena musical.
Aléjate, bandolera.
A ver si aprende a querer.
Aléjate, bandolera.
Y a respetar a quien te quiera.
Aléjate, bandolera.
Lole, lolai,
Isla del encanto.
lole, lolai, lole, lolai, isla del encanto.
Lole, lolai, Isla del encanto.
Puerto Rico, yo te quiero un montón y por eso te dedico esta canción.
Lole, lolai, Isla del encanto.
Aunque yo nací en el Bronx, Puerto Rico nació en mi corazón.
Lole, lolai, Isla del encanto.
Y yo la llevo en el alma, la llevo en el corazón, la llevo en el sentimiento.
Lole, lolai, Isla del encanto.
Y yo la quiero ver libre y soberana, y yo la quiero ver libre y soberana, tú ves.
Lole, lolai, Isla del encanto.
Yo la quiero ver libre y soberana, porque la estrella de mi bandera no cabe en la americana.
Lole, lolai, Isla del encanto.
Lole, lolai, lole, lolai, lole, lolai, lole, lolai, lole, lolai. Thank you very much. Johnny Mambo and friends, give them some love. They're going to be back shortly. Si echo pa'lante, ay mira, me jalan pa' atrás. Es toda una envidia, bendito, qué barbaridad. Y me río yo de la gente, porque lo mío, mío será. Pero como hay gente que me tiran, me voy a tener que preparar. Y yo me voy a hacer una limpieza para que no molesten más. Oye bien, mi hermano, no me jodan ya. Mi bongo, pa' que no molesten más. Juan, Miguel, Milagros, Olga, Manuel, all died yesterday, today, and will die again tomorrow, waiting for a miracle to wake them up in the middle of the night, screaming, mira, mira, mira! Your name is on a winning lottery ticket for $100,000. Puerto Rican obituary by the Reverend Pedro Pietri was the first piece of work that told me it's okay to write Spanglish. En mi viejo San Juan, they raised the price of pan, so I fly to Manhattan. New Rican poetry at its finest taught me to keep my R's rolling, told me it's okay to throw in a coño followed by a puñeta every now and then. And with one poem, the Reverend took me by the hand and introduced me to people like Mikey Piñero. Que yo me cago en la madre tierra que te parió. Ain't no snitch, Metadon's a bitch. And just like that, we switched. From La Metadona ta cabrona to black girls with blonde wigs on. And in a matter of 3 seconds, we were cured by the voice of Sandra Maria Estevez singing her wind song. Weaving unity into community, into dancing and trancing, into laughing and crying, into living a life free of chains. Mumia must be free. Then my trance was broken by the voice of Miguel Algarín. Sunday afternoon, and all the church-going Latinos crossed each other with love. And that is what we did. Me and the Reverend, we crossed each other in prayer, praying for the life of New Rican poetry into the next millennium. And in the midst of my prayer, my eyes ask the Reverend, are these the last of the Puerto Ricans? And he shakes his head, no. I hear a hustler's song. Coke and dope, dope and coke, yellow top crack, black is out, be purple, purple. Don't pass me by, you don't get high. If I'm lying, I'm dying, so don't come back crying. Enter Willie Perdomo. Tells me a story about the day Hector Lavoe died. I was like, ah, la, 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 que cante mi gente. Let's jam in his honor, a la Lord Buckley, because he was a hit cat, just like the hit gang. So we took to the streets. The Reverend to the left, me to the right, him to gather up the speakers, me to gather up the jammers and the shakers. So I rides the rhythm of El Barrio, gathering up all the players and all that players and all that players and all that players, and I brings them to the Lower East Side. While the Reverend's already there, gathering up all the free Puerto Rico poets and all the look at me poets and all the we were descendants of kings poets and all the I put his cock on a frying pan one Friday morning after a night of hot sex. It sizzled. Poets. And we had the longest and the baddest poetry slam, damn, thank you, ma'am, session they ever was. And when we were done, the Reverend bid me farewell. And just like that, I was back home. The bastard child of 2 languages, one step closer to artistic schizophrenia. Thank you. We have been blessed with amazing people that are willing to share their work with us, right? Let's make some noise for that. It takes that first step to sign your name on that piece of paper, right? And that takes courage, right? I'm so proud of you. Yeah. And that's what we're here for, to share, to contribute to the narrative of this society, of this world. We have that power, we have that authority, and we have that responsibility to contribute to the narrative, to add a stitch to that quilt. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anyone else do it for us. That's right. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go like in randoms. So if you were first, you're not going to be first. Bam! All right. Yeah, I like that name first. That's awesome. So check it out. Ground rules. Turn your phones off or put them on silent. Please, that's one. Two, when you hear someone's name, that's your cue to clap and make noise and things like that. When you hear someone's name, that's your cue to clap and make noise and... Exacto. Right? Bang. Three. That's it. Coming up to the stage first, let's give a warm round of applause, please, to the one and only Samson Poet, y'all. Samson Poet. Samson Poet, you still here? Don't tell me you signed your name and left. Ahí está el muchacho. Yeah, all right, brother. I'm sorry to put you on the spot first, bro. You know how it goes. On deck. Come on, B. On deck is Jose.
All right, give it up one more time for Flaco and the band that was on. That was beautiful. All right, so my name is Samson. I call myself a New Yorican because I'm born and raised from the Bronx. I'm Puerto Rican. So I tell people that I am a New Yorican. I really didn't know what to share, but I got caught on the spot. So I'm going to just read the first one that I found in my folder. So this poem is untitled, but yeah, let's get into it. It says, as soon as I awaken and I'm yawning, I'd rather say grand rising than good morning. See, many people lack the understanding that words hold profound power. We keep using lingo that devours instead of seeing that the use of certain terms really devalues us instead of empower. Do your research, and I promise that you will begin to reword your language and it'll start to feel like a rebirth. See, when some people laugh, they follow up with, yo, I'm dead. But has it ever occurred to you that you are speaking spells to your vessel? Using the devil's language to let demons suppress you? Letting social media confuse your vocabulary? Your phrases seem like a blur. See, I lack dictionaries, which is why you didn't realize your incorrect use of demure. See, yo, this thing is absurd. The way they got us confusing these words to the point that we depressing ourselves and falsifying terms. You're a magician in the flesh. You should say things like, I'm alive, I'm okay, and I'm the best. Self-dialogue your way out this stress. Because sometimes, that is how you make it to the next. Watch your mouth and see how you bloom and sprout. They are conditioning us to feel down so that you never rise up high enough to peep that you are wearing a crown. Stop mimicking these clowns and their lame phrases. You're allowing them to mislead your greatness. These fraud, broad, and podcasters are tuning your gears to the vibration of fear, filling you up with everything but the truth, yet you digest it like it's real food. You better grab a thesaurus before they dumb us down, because an encyclopedia will soon be a necessity. Stop and listen to what you say, and you'll see the downfall isn't just from the system, it's you. So don't you dare play victim. They got you regurgitating nonsense on them tweets, watching